Hello, I'm Steve Williams. I'm a non-executive director at Caprite, and I'm delighted to have with me today Isabella Mendoza, who's part of our team. She's an associate at Caprite. Welcome, Isabella.
Hi, Steve. Happy to be here.
Good. Happy to have you. What makes us unique is that here we have two generations, many decades apart, both in real estate, talking to each other about our respective generations and their lifestyles. So perhaps first of all, could you tell us how you see Gen Z as different um, in their lifestyle preferences?
Yeah, I'd say what characterizes the main differences between our generation versus past generations is our great emphasis for the need for freedom and flexibility within our lifestyles. We also tend to prioritize things a little differently, prioritizing experiences over material possessions.
Yes, that makes it very different from my generation, which collected a whole bunch of stuff and is now, yeah, beginning to have to downsize some of this stuff. But we'll get to that later. You recently published an article for us about a trend of Gen Z renters moving away from the A cities to find cheaper accommodation in secondary markets. Can you tell us a little bit about your article?
Absolutely. So, in that article, I talk about how younger generations are moving from high rent primary markets towards secondary markets. With this, these secondary markets have experienced exponential rent growth that surpasses national averages by a large amount. And developers are also developing more multifamily apartments and live work play communities to meet the needs of Gen Z moving to these markets.
But doesn't that then drive up rents in the secondary markets?
Yes, it absolutely does.
So eventually we'll get to an equilibrium where there's no advantage gained by moving away.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think we've reached that point yet, but it is definitely something that could happen in the future.
Sure. Well, be interesting to read what you found there. No doubt this movement, which is quite substantial, will influence other sectors of the real estate market as soon as they arrive in different cities.
For sure. As I touched on a little bit, my generation, a large characteristic of us is that we prefer experiences over material goods. So, with that, experiential retail could see a boom. There's a lot of focus within our generation on travel, entertainment, nightlife, bars and restaurants. So, all these areas could expand.
I sense there's quite a lot of pressure on limited incomes these days with more entertainment options, more travel options, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely an issue, but I think there is a difference between how the younger generations versus previous generations tend to spend their discretionary income. So, with that, it's less so
Yeah.
spending less, just deciding what we are spending on.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it really is different. There's so much more to explore on this fascinating topic. So let's plan another podcast to look to delve deeper into it. But thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.